It's an art form. It is truly an art form. It's no different than clay or marble or something. You know, you're starting out with a block. Well, we're starting out with a round log.
I've been a carver for about 16 years. About 5 years ago, I decided to try like something a little different. I wanted to use a different tool, so I decided to do some chainsaw carving.
It was one of my stronger suits in school and stuff like that. I draw and I painted and stuff like that. So it was just a natural progression, I guess, to move over to some other medium. Before, a lot of times was what I did is I left it like this. So it's straight, there's no negative space in behind, but you can burn to make it look like it's got negative space. So there's tricks you can do. Some are very good at just doing shading. They can make a carving look amazing just with burning. They just know what they're doing. It's the amount of time that you can put in playing with a chainsaw and then forcing yourself to take it to the next level.
There's not a lot of women in chainsaw carving. They don't end up sticking with it, and I don't understand why. They just obviously don't get the bug. I've never been afraid to work with the tools around the house. You know, between lawnmowers and that sort of thing, I've been fine with everything. And the only tool I didn't know was the chainsaw. It was kind of funny because, you know, it was like, this is how it works. And I'm like, oh, it's the same as the generator. Oh, it's the same as this. It basically runs the same, except for the safety aspect. And last year I took actually the chainsaw safety course, which is really quite important. To me, it's all about the art. You know, you either see something in that wood or you don't. Do you want to paint it? Do you want to stain it? There's all sorts of avenues when it comes to dealing with a log.
I haven't met a bad carver yet, and I'm not lying about it or anything. When we carve together, it's just a natural draw to each other, and you become like a carving family. The biggest thing for me is there's no one in Northwestern Ontario for me to carve with. So I've been traveling to Manitoba, so that's where my carving family is.
I've gotten so much help in honing my experiences. These guys have become my summer family. They got your back all the time, and you know, I'm having issues with this, you know, stain or whatever, and there's always advice, there's always like camaraderie.
I mean, you hear people talking about other artists, and yeah, did you know that so-and-so done this? And I had no idea. There's a lot of great artists in Northwestern Ontario, like huge amount. And they all have their own mediums and stuff like that. And hopefully they figure the same thing, is, you know, someday, and when I'm done, hopefully I can look back and go, yeah, I did what I needed to do or what I wanted to do, and I love doing it. And there's drawers that, you know, they draw for hours on end. It's kind of a given that the amount of time that you can put into a carving, people look at it like, well, you just ripped that off in 2 days. It's very hard on the body. It's one of those things where you could say it over and over again. If you're an artist, you're a starving artist. You'll never be a rich person doing what you're doing, but if you love it, why not do it?